My name is Jason Kovacs, and I am a graduating MBA student in the online MBA program at the Ross School of Business. On behalf of the graduating class of 2024, I'm honored to welcome you all here this afternoon to the Michigan Ross Commencement Ceremony. We have a few housekeeping notes for you before we begin. I ask that everyone please take their seat. Our program will begin in a few minutes with a special video made for this ceremony celebrating the centennial of Michigan Ross. The platform party processional will immediately follow. During the platform party processional, student recognition, and platform recessional, we ask that all graduates please stay in their seats as we will be using all of the aisles. Guests cannot come down to the arena floor at any time. And following the ceremony, we ask that guests leave the arena as quickly as possible, as there is another ceremony here this evening. Graduates will be released by the ushers and exit through the tunnel entrance to meet with your guests outside. On a personal note, it is an honor to stand here receiving my second degree from the University of Michigan, where I graduated with my bachelor's back in 2013, like each of my sisters, my father, and several members of my family before me had done. It is not lost on me how special it is to be a member of the University of Michigan alumni community, the Michigan Mafia, as we so fondly often call it. To be an alumnus of this institution is to know that you are today and forevermore surrounded by maize and blue champions. It is my honor to stand beside my fellow champions today, welcoming them all to whatever adventures may lie ahead. And remember, wherever you all may go, go blue!
This path you've walked along, the learnings you'll carry with you, a community you'll forever belong to. Our founders could see it, way before most. The vision to turn the transactional into the transformational, to discover answers for the present while reimagining what's possible, and inspiring opportunities that unlock the potential in all of us. This centennial is a celebration of legacy and destiny, an embrace of a place we call home that helps transport us into a greater world beyond, and recognizes the footsteps of those who came before as springboards to our own achievements. Then, now, and always, we are maize and blue. Michigan Ross, built on a belief in impact, where leaders turn to for solutions during times of global crisis, for diverse viewpoints, for innovations that open up new universes. Point anywhere on a map and you'll find Ross alumni, anticipating challenges and answering the call. Seizing the moment and building the monumental. This is our story. This is your story. 100 years. A dynamic century-long history filled with names, places, insights, and ideas. To learn from, to study, to question, to gain inspiration from, and take forward as you begin to write the next chapter.
Good afternoon. I'm Sharon Matusik, the Dean of the Ross School of Business. It is truly an honor to welcome you to the Stephen M. Ross School of Business 2024 Commencement. Class of 2024, today we are here to celebrate you and recognize the tremendous achievements that brought you to this defining milestone moment in your lives. Graduation, from what we all agree, is the best business school in the world. Please be seated. Today, we come together as a community to celebrate our students. This graduating class includes first-generation college students, multi-generational U of M graduates, single parents, veterans, and students from 39 different countries. You are future leaders who will have an important impact in your communities and the world, and are already shining examples of what it means to be leaders and best. I'd like to extend a special welcome to all of the family members and friends of our graduates who have come from around the world to be with us for this celebration, and also to those who could not be here in person but are watching us via live stream. Your support was absolutely essential in getting our graduating students to where they are today. Before we go further with the celebration, I'd like to invite all of our students to look for your family members and friends, hopefully you know where they are, and show them just how much you appreciate their support with a big round of applause. I also want to extend a very special welcome to Vice Provost Tom Findholt and to our commencement speaker, Robin Washington. Thank you for joining us today. And as I look out at all of you, our truly amazing students who are graduating today, I know you will do great things in the world. Of all classes, you are resilient. The last few years saw you persevere and succeed in the face of COVID, social justice issues, geopolitical turmoil, and all of the strong perspectives and emotions around it, along with technology advances that are reshaping the world around us. So, instead of talking more about this resilience and impact that I know you will make, I would like to send you off with a challenge instead, and that is to try to engineer a moment of awe for yourselves each day. Whether this is in the form of appreciating the wonder of the natural world, from a solar eclipse to a beautiful beach, or the Fibonacci spiral of a shell, or whether it's from marveling at some amazing feats of humankind, from the moon landing to Paris at night, or listening to a beautifully conducted symphony. Or whether it's from everyday items, like that great sandwich from Zingerman's, to watching Victor, our Frisbee dog, at the game catch that Frisbee, or that perfect cup of coffee at your favorite coffee shop. Take the opportunity to create that sense of awe. And why do I ask you to do this? Well, there's some fascinating neuroscience and psychology research that shows these moments of awe create a sense of being part of something bigger and more vast, and a sense of connectedness to the world around us. They create a sense of community and connection. We need this more now than ever. These moments of awe also increase comfort in the face of uncertainty and stimulate areas of the brain that are associated with creativity and ideation to help navigate all kinds of uncertainty. They can also put you in a better mood. Wow, that makes me awed at understanding the power of awe. And as I stand here, I myself experience a sense of awe at the power of your education and the doors it will open for each of you. I speak on behalf of all of our faculty and staff in saying we are incredibly proud of you and that you will be representing Michigan Ross in the world. We look forward to following your successes and are so optimistic for our collective future with graduates like you leading us forward. And it is my most sincere hope that cultivating moments of awe will strengthen your ability to truly thrive and persevere as you pursue your goals and dreams and lead all of us into the future. Our most heartfelt congratulations to each of you on earning your degree. Round of applause from our graduating students, please. And next on our program, you will hear from two graduating students chosen by their peers to speak at graduation. We will first hear from Alexander Bauer, followed by Jessica Reed.
When I was a senior in high school, I remember sitting in the student activities building and hearing, Michigan has one of the strongest networks with 650,000 alumni. At the time, I was wondering, what does 1 in 650,000 even mean? I mean, sure, common experiences are nice, but way more people can say that they follow the same sports team, or watch The Office, or play Fortnite. Well, now 4 years later, and moments away from receiving my diploma, I know and feel what it means. Being one of 650,000 means you are kind. It's inviting someone to sit with you in the South Quad dining hall. It's hosting a bonfire on the street with your new neighbors. It's nailing that Ann Arbor smile to people you half know on State Street. Being one of 650,000 means you know how to have fun. It's rushing the field with your best friends after beating your biggest rivals. And even for the alumni whose classes maybe didn't beat Ohio State 3 times, the Block M can still represent the goosebumps and smiles you felt watching at home. Being one of 650,000 means you know how to persevere together. It's collaborating with student TAs during your risk semester, or it's working in the remaining spots of the ugly and winter garden during exam week to satisfy the world's premier professors. And for even those of us not in the library on a winter Thursday night, perseverance can still mean walking home from Rick's without a coat. But now, we're graduating and concluding a defining moment for our identity, and maybe nervous that one of the most celebrated times of our lives has come to a close with an unmarked road ahead. How do we carry on the legacy of our college experience with our new title as Michigan alumni? The first is keep exploring. Being at one of the best schools in the country means that we've had the opportunity to learn from National Medal of Science and Pulitzer Prize winners. Additionally, we have over 1,600 clubs on campus, ranging from entrepreneurship groups to help you found the next Michigan unicorn, to even yoga clubs in the Arb. What I'm getting at is that this cap does not mean that you have been taught, but that you are a learner. Continue being courageous and finding joy and opportunity. Take that stand-up comedy class in New York City. Say yes to that international work opportunity. And if you can, cancel that Uber Eats subscription and learn a new cuisine. The next is stay connected with the people around you today. If I were to ask you today why college was such a defining moment for your identity, you would say it's your roommates, your neighbors, your classmates. The power of relationships, however, is not a temporary 4-year reality, but what an 80-year study found as the primary determinant of health as we grow old. Psychologists say that just an 8-minute phone call with a friend can have real effects on how we feel. So on that 15-minute commute to work, call that mentor in a different city who guided you on the right path, or that roommate you'd spend all night laughing in your living room with. Rewind time. Laugh at who you were, share who you are, and remember how far you've both come. And then, finally, go out and be the world's leaders and best. And for some, that might mean titles or grades. But here at Michigan, it's something bigger. Our definition of leaders and best is impacting your world with a smile and with compassion, allowing your curiosity to be the legacy of this school, and realizing that our individual talents are unlocked when one views oneself not solely as one of one, but as one of 650,000. My ask to you all today is, as we enter the next phase of our lives, maintain the connectivity and personality that make Wolverines Wolverines. Chase the adventure of intellectual curiosity. Make the world your school, and have community be your spark. And if you ever need a reminder, call one of your classmates so you can remember what it means to be one in 650,000. Thank you.
Cherished friends, esteemed faculty, dedicated staff, family and supporters, and of course my fellow graduates. My name is Jessica Reed, and I'm a proud member of the one-year master's class of 2024 from the Master of Management program. As you may have noticed from my accent, I am from the United Kingdom. Nearly 2 years ago now, I left my home country to pursue new opportunities in America. As I reflect on that journey from one side of the pond to the other, I stand with a full heart and fresh perspective. Graduating is hard. I don't mean today. Today, in the grand scheme of things, is simple. We'll walk across the stage and shake a hand, hug our friends. But it is one of those rare milestones where each one of us undergoes a profound transformation. Let's take a second to think about the younger versions of ourselves arriving at Ross and remember what the next years had in store for them. Graduating is hard because as we stand on the precipice of tomorrow, we'll leave behind the versions of ourselves that changed during our time here. From today, you are permanently changed because from now, you will forevermore be graduates of the University of Michigan. Some of you know what that tomorrow looks like, and some of you aren't sure yet. But into that bright new day, you get to bring everything that you've learnt and experienced. In this short year, I learnt the rules of American football. You won't catch me calling it just football yet. Maybe one day. I learnt that debits go on the left and credits on the right, the 4 Ps and the 5 Cs. And the slightly crushing late-night revelation that Rick's American Cafe was not a cafe. There were hard lessons, like friendships and relationships, and easy lessons, like that those who stay will be national champions. Woo! All of these moments, small and big, have shaped our time here. It was 421 days ago that I got the call making me a Michigan Wolverine. Since then, this community has shown me what it truly means to bear that title. I think back to when a classmate raised their hand in response to an adverse comment and said, "That's just not what Ross is about." They argued this school emphasized mutual respect, the importance of uplifting others, and diversity not just as a word, but a vibrant reality. The Michigan difference, the Ross difference, lies in all of us. Those who surround us make us who we are, and it has been my privilege that those people have been you. The unique presence that you brought to the classroom and to the Winter Garden has molded the successes and futures of your friends and colleagues. Futures that, as graduates of the Ross School of Business, start today. I would like to extend my sincerest congratulations to every one of you, and may you go blazingly into a future as bright as the maize and blue, proudly flying over this great institution. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2024, and go blue! Whoa.
Thank you, Alexander and Jessica. I really appreciate the theme of how strong this community is and how special this Michigan Ross set of folks are. Let's give them one more round of applause. Next, we will recognize several award recipients of the 2024 NERI Teaching Excellence Awards who are with us on the platform this afternoon. These awards are voted on by the students of each program and recognize faculty who have gone above and beyond in working with our students. We are grateful for the support for these awards provided by the late Bob Neary, a BBA graduate, and his wife Janet. I'm going to ask each recipient to stand when I call your name, and please hold your applause until we have everyone standing. Ari Schwader for the full-time MBA program. I knew you guys wouldn't do it. John Silberholtz for the Masters of Business Analytics program. Shri Ram for the online MBA program. And Maggie Zhao for the weekend MBA program. So you can applaud them all. All right, you can be seated. I would also like to acknowledge those teaching award winners who could not join us today in person. Ravi Anupindi for the Masters of Supply Chain Management, Jim DeSimpliere for the Masters of Accounting, Rafi Injajikian for the PhD program, Itai Kama for the BBA program, Venki Nagar for the Global MBA program, MP Narayanan for the Executive MBA program, and Debjit Roy for the Masters of Management program. Congratulations to everyone. Next, I would like to acknowledge the recipients of the 2024 Student Awards who are sitting in their respective groups on the arena floors. All of these Student Award winners were chosen by their peers. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. And again, I'm going to ask you to hold your applause till the end. We'll see if that works. The Frank S. Moran Distinguished Leadership Awardees, Nicole Lopez and Andrea Gutierrez Marti. Stay standing. The Global Citizenship Award winners, Robin Baker, Nusaiba Siddiqui, and the recipients of the Michigan Ross Outstanding Leadership Award sponsored by the Sanger Center. Terrence Hugh, Jason Kovacs, Mason Marks Kors, Samuel Nilsson, Napat Tham Sirisup, Marlene Alderete Romo, and William Yu. Big round of applause for all of our award winners. We will begin conferring degrees with the recognition of our doctoral graduates and candidates. Not only are these PhD candidates graduating today, but we are welcoming them into the Academy, our global community of researchers and faculty members. What they have achieved is incredibly challenging. Not only have they mastered complex concepts, methods, and modeling techniques, but they are pushing the boundaries of what we know. Knowledge discovery through our research is critical in helping us understand the complex world we live in and how to improve it for the future. It requires not only an impressive intellect, but great persistence, resilience, and a tremendous intellectual curiosity. These individuals will play a critical role in shaping all of our futures in their role as business educators and researchers going forward. To recognize these PhD graduates and candidates, I'd like to invite Roman Kapuczynski, Senior Associate Dean for Faculty and Research, to the podium.
So, continuing on what Dean Matusik already started, we are a research powerhouse. We are also teaching powerhouse. And on teaching side, we know that basically there are students in all programs, and they spend different lengths of the time in the program. Basically, we have one-year masters, which spend 1 year, MBAs that spend maybe 2 years, BBAs 4 years, and a group of doctoral students are here for longer. 5 years, sometimes much more than 5 years. And they actually combine these two streams, both teaching side and research side. They are trained in research, and during the stay here, they are also teaching, but they're also writing papers which become publications right away, and they basically start to make ROS recognized research institution. Then they graduate. After graduation, they go and become professors in all places around the world and reinforce our reputation in other places. So I'm very proud to now announce and recognize PhD students who are graduating this year. You will see what range of fancy topics and fancy specialization they work on. So we are starting with Rubin Hurst from Strategy, Diversity, Polarization, and Recruiting. Congratulations. Xin-Yul Yang, Technology and Operations, Better Healthcare Supply Chains, Cost and Quality Trade-offs. Congratulations. Shodi Saliev, Finance, Essays on ECG Funds and Corporate Finance. Congratulations. Teuk So, Finance, Essays on Macroeconomics and Finance. Congratulations. Yuan Shi, Finance, Understanding the Bankruptcy, Liquidation, Audition Market. Congratulations. Alexander Taft, Finance, Why do general partners co-invest with their limited partners? Congratulations. Alexander Worth, also Finance, Credit rights and household debt renegotiation, evidence from an online lender. Congratulations. All the best to the graduates.
Next in our program, you will hear from our third graduating speaker, Jonathan Brown. Please join me in welcoming Jonathan.
Wow. As I look out at my fellow graduates, I'm almost speechless by how amazing you guys look. Now, for those of you who know me, you know it is follies for me to say that I'm almost speechless. So if I could put into words that articulate how amazing you all look, I would have to go with glow up. Yeah, I remember that follies joke. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates, and welcome to the Michigan Ross 2024 commencement ceremony. For those of you who visited before, welcome back. And for those of you who are first-time visitors, you are on hallowed ground. This university is not only home for more than 100 top 10 programs, it is also the hunting grounds for the 2023 NCAA national champions, the mighty Wolverines. Now, if that doesn't make your hair stand up in excitement, you're probably an Ohio State fan. All right, y'all ready to go on one final adventure with me? Oh, come on, class of 2024, we can do better than that. Are y'all ready to go on one final adventure with me? There we go. Let's keep that excitement up. We might get the OSU fans excited as well. So a mentor once told me to read Victor Hugo's Les Miserables in order to truly understand the human dynamic. A daunting task, not because Les Mis tackles issues such as poverty, ignorance, and a passion for change that still confront our society 160 years later. It's intimidating because it's almost 900 pages long, and that's for the abridged version. However, Hugo structured his work into a series of short stories woven into an overarching narrative. And though the novel chronicles a decades-long time span through the point of view of multiple characters, I think Hugo's success stemmed from his ability to know when to end one chapter and begin another. So today, as we embark on our own transition, I want to talk about the importance of the end. When considering a plot, we must also reflect on elements such as plot, or when considering a story, we must also reflect on elements such as plot, characters, setting, and conflict to shape its conclusion. At the strategic level, the plot is fairly the same for all students. Graduate and pursue your career interests. What is special about Ross is our faculty and staff's paid-forward nature ensured that we achieved our sought-after conclusion. Because it's one thing to graduate from a top 15 business school, it's another to build relationships and actually enjoy your classmates. Whether inside or outside of the Michigan community, our plots took place in multiple settings. It's the tension in the air at the Big House, Thanksgiving weekend, as we achieve victory over our Buckeye rivals. It's also students attempting to kick a field goal during Leadership Crisis Challenge or Go Blue Rendezvous. It's also club meetings at Pizza House, small group dinners, and learning about different cultures during our mini treks. Yes, it's even the sticky floor Thursday nights at Skeets. Just think, because that's the sound of your shoes as you walk across that floor. Of course, we need characters to drive these plots in these settings. And while the students and faculty were the main and primary supporting actors, we would not be in this arena today without the characters guiding and cheering us on behind the scenes. It's family and friends, such as Maggie Beckler, Taylor Campbell, Darren Carter, and James Williams. Oh, by the way, Darren, come see me after this because you owe me $100 for that personal shout out. It's also operations staff like Stephanie Williams, the Ross matriarch who mother and mentors the thousands of students who walk through the Ross doors every year. These amazing support systems integrated themselves into the Ross community and advocated for the families they built while here. Quick shout out to our operations staff, Ms. Stephanie, and all our unsung heroes. And no story is appealing without the characters undergoing some sort of conflict. Even attending a top 15 business school does not inoculate us from the current market, where the demand for jobs surpasses the supply, forcing some of us to rethink career opportunities or rethink industries or functions. Nor does it shield us from life-happening moments, such as losing a loved one during the rigors of the program. Scary, right? Thinking about all the moments that shaped us to getting to the end of this chapter. However, these endings provide us opportunities to get out of our comfort zones and to grow as leaders and human beings. But even in the challenges of today's economy and political climate, new beginnings and endings show us that, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, we gonna be all right. Can you hear me? Do you feel me? We gonna be all right. So as we close out this chapter, remember the conflicts you overcame, the characters who supported you, and take these lessons to bear as you begin new plot lines in your story. Class of 2024, I wish you blessings. Blessings of wealth, health, and happiness as we close out this chapter and begin new ones. Go Blue, it ain't Ross though, and the end. Thank you.
Thank you, John. That was fantastic. Switching gears, when I considered who to invite to be our keynote commencement speaker during this, our Ross Centennial year, I looked for someone who's a role model for the type of leaders we aspire to help develop here at Ross. A person who not only had a highly successful career, but who also makes positive and profound impacts on our society and on the future of business. Robin Washington embodies these qualities in spades. She has been highly successful and had a career that's varied, like many of our graduates may have in the future. She has held C-suite and board roles with companies like Alphabet, Salesforce.com, and Gilead Sciences. She is also the co-founder of Black Women on Boards and is involved in several initiatives focused on women and underrepresented minorities in the C-suite and boardrooms. She's also a proud BBA alumna and a valued member of our Ross School Advisory Board. She is also a tireless ambassador and advocate for Michigan Ross. Please join me in welcoming her to the podium.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. To Dean Matuzik, thank you for the invitation. Our distinguished faculty, our wonderful student speakers, our new PhD candidates, or graduates, I should say, the proud families and friends in attendance today or online, and most importantly, the 2024 graduates of the University of Michigan Ross School of Business. I am honored and humbled to share in this momentous occasion with you all. Standing before you today reminds me of the culmination of my time in Ann Arbor. It was Commencement Day, 1984. 40 years ago, I was sitting amongst you as a graduate. There was no texting, no selfies, no Google. I really don't know how we survived. How did you prepare a speech or work without ChatGPT? In all seriousness, I was excited to start my career in public accounting after graduation. But in actuality, being the planner that I was and still am, I had already mapped out my eventual return to law school in 5 years. I intended to become a corporate lawyer and eventually a judge. I had a plan. Needless to say, the plan that I crafted in my head since high school and solidified in college never materialized. But it all turned out okay. I'm a big believer in having a vision and a plan. Your plan should be big and bold. But most importantly, know that life is a journey. The moments of those twists, turns, and detours along your journey are where you learn the most about who you are. Graduates, the path to success is not necessarily linear. Enjoy the ride and know more than likely it will be bumpy. I want to share with you a few stories along my journey. Starting with college, I didn't naturally excel at math and science. I was an English literature major in LS&A when I came to Ann Arbor's campus. I enjoyed creative writing, and I candidly avoided math and science courses. I ended up applying to B School my sophomore year and became an accounting major. It was a tough transition, and that C in Introduction to Accounting was painful. I persevered, I pushed through, and most importantly, I didn't quit. I learned how I best learn. It was humbling, but that C was much more impactful than any of the courses that I aced. By the way, being a good storyteller in business is an invaluable skill to have. Another story, I've always been a naturally curious person. I want to understand the why. During my career, I was purposeful in spending time with colleagues that had different skill sets than mine. My best days in the office were spent in the parts of the organizations that made the products or produced services. I enjoyed the ride-alongs with customer service and sales teams, spending time with the software engineers, and walking the manufacturing floors. Understanding the why and the what of the companies I worked at was an investment of time, but it made me better. I remember the final interview for a role with an enterprise software company that I knew I was qualified for. The CFO wanted to meet me and gave me the opportunity to ask questions about the organization. That conversation piqued my interest in a much more challenging role than the job I was interviewing for. I kept asking questions, and at the end of our hour together, I let the CFO know that I was more interested in the role that I wasn't interviewing for. Asking for the job I wanted gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. I moved to the Netherlands to establish the European operations at PeopleSoft. My role grew to include all of international operations. Working and living abroad gave me boots on the ground experience of leading global operations, and it shaped my multicultural leadership skills. The final story of my journey that I want to share with you was my move to the biotech industry. 2 years into my CFO role at Hyperion Solutions, we were acquired. Despite the sage advice from many who cautioned me about switching industry after 21 years in technology, my gut instinct and the voice in my head said, why not try it? At this point in my career, I was comfortable being uncomfortable because I knew in those moments of discomfort, I grew the most. This decision was not for the faint at heart, and those first 3 years were brutal. The financial crisis of 2008 began 4 months after I became the CFO of Gilead Sciences. Learning the industry was much tougher than I had envisioned. I actually had the most awful performance at my first solo investor conference. I bombed in front of an audience maybe as large as the folks here on the floor. However, that failure became a turning point for me in that role. I was determined to roll up my sleeves and really learn the industry. I went back to the whys I had leveraged so well in technology. I took a biology course. I spent time with doctors and key opinion leaders in HIV. I attended scientific conferences. I did grand rounds at medical centers. It was a lot of work with the traditional responsibilities of my CFO job and family, but the time I invested paid off. I earned my seat at the table and became a better CFO. Most importantly, I took great pride in having a leadership role in a company providing access to life-saving treatments and cures for patients around the world, even for patients that didn't have the means to pay. It should be pretty clear from the stories I've shared that the 1984 plan I had at my Ross graduation never materialized, but that's okay. When I think of the transformational moments of my journey, it's the learnings I've been able to use going forward that matter. I refer to those learnings as my superpowers, and they include the resiliency to push through, even when it's difficult. Being a continuous learner and asking the why questions often. Embracing change, even when I wasn't certain of the outcome, even when I had missteps and failures along the way. In the moments of doing, whether everything was going well or not, I didn't fully grasp the magnitude of the aha moments. It wasn't until I took the time to reflect that I could fully appreciate the learnings on my journey and appreciate them as fortifiers that made me a better leader. My superpowers not only help me navigate my past, but they consciously help me navigate my future as well. 40 years later, I am still reinventing myself, ever curious, and still enjoying learning. Graduates, no matter the path you choose going forward, your journey will define and refine your superpowers. You will most likely find superpowers that you never even knew that you had. Experiment. Be okay with not being comfortable. The last and critical component of my life journey that I want to share is my North Star. It's the moral compass the navigation tool that keeps me grounded. My North Star is purpose. Having purpose is integrating my values, passions, and talents in a way that is personally meaningful and makes a positive contribution. Purpose is other-focused. I fulfill my sense of purpose by ensuring that I use my platform and experiences to fight for positive change in society. Having a seat at the table means I have a responsibility to call out inequities, to help build inclusive cultures, and in my case, make it better for the next generation of leaders that look like me. Throughout my career, I've been deliberate in working with and serving on boards of companies that not only exist to create value for shareholders, but take great pride in delivering value to society. I find purpose in sponsoring and supporting the next generation of leaders, engaging in my community, and supporting causes that reduce health and wealth disparities for underrepresented communities. Equally important, particularly in this moment, is the need to continuously dialogue with those with differing opinions and life journeys different than mine to enhance understanding and find common ground, even if we don't always agree. I also continue to honor the legacy of my parents and the many sponsors, mentors, and supporters who forged a path of accessibility for me to be standing with you here today. Finally, I treasure as part of my purpose the opportunity to, along with my husband of 29 years, see my 2 young adult children forge their own paths. These are the many ways that I carry out my purpose. You are the future leaders of our world. As future leaders, partners, parents, and the generation that will need to take care of us boomers someday, what do you stand for? How will you do good? How will you make the world a better place for everyone? What is your purpose? As you continue your life journeys, let those answers be your North Star. In closing, remember your Michigan roots. It took me a while to fully realize the value of my Michigan education and what it meant to be part of a history of true grit and excellence. At this moment, you may not fully appreciate the relationships, camaraderie, and connectivity when you proudly display the maize and blue. Michigan graduates are everywhere. Trust me on that one. Remember your responsibility to the B-School mission of building a better world through business. Despite where you started, you're ending here to start a new beginning. You are graduates. You are part of legacy. Your family. You did it. Treasure it with Michigan pride. Congratulations, graduates, and go Blue.
Go Blue!
What an amazing example of a purpose-driven leader. One more round of applause for our keynote speaker. Before I continue with the conferral of degrees, I want to take a few minutes to share with you who makes up our extraordinary graduating class. Today we have almost 1,600 students from 39 countries. This includes 11 Doctoral of Philosophy graduates, 585 Masters of Business Administration students, many of whom are not only graduating from Ross, but have dual degrees from other places, including School of Public Health, School of Information, College of Engineering, College of Literature, Science, and the Arts, School of the Environment and Sustainability, Medical School, Gerald R. Ford School of Public Policy, and the Law School. We also, woo for the dual degree students. We also have 336 students from our 4 one-year master's programs, 76 Masters of Accounting students, 48 Masters of Business Analytics students, 143 Masters of Management students, 69 Masters of Supply Chain Management students, and 649 Bachelors of Business Administration students. And just because getting a BBA from Ross is not hard enough, many of them are also graduating with dual degrees from College of Engineering, College of Literature, Science and Arts, School of Information, School of Kinesiology, and School of Music, Theater, and Dance. One more round of applause for those dual degree students. Earlier today, Associate Dean Sriram presided over the induction ceremony for Beta Gamma Sigma, which is an international honor society for business students. Beta Gamma Sigma honors are awarded to only the top 10% of graduating BBA students and the top 20% of graduating master's students. Will those Beta Gamma Sigma honorees who are with us please stand and be recognized? We now move on to the conferral of the master's and undergraduate degrees. I have the great honor on behalf of the Stephen M. Ross School of Business and the University of Michigan to present the candidates for Masters of Business Administration, Masters of Accounting, Masters of Business Analytics, Masters of Management, Masters of Supply Chain Management, and Bachelors of Business Administration. On behalf of the Board of Regents of the University of Michigan, I am pleased to recognize these candidates. These degrees are conferred upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Stephen M. Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan. Graduates, please all stand. I now invite you to all switch your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. The recognition portion will now begin. Ushers, please assist the weekend and evening MBA candidates to the platform, and everyone else can stay seated for right now.
Jonathan William Brown, Jessica Reed, Alexander Bauer,
Weekend and evening MBA,
Emily Obert,
Stephen Billis,
Rohit Manavellan,
Nicole Mackey,
James Garrett,
Garishma Patel,
Nicholas Berg,
Jayant,
Jim Van Havermaet,
Raj Vuttukuru,
Sam Walks,
Manish Srilavani,
Thomas Andrew Wickland,
Alex Urban,
Ryan Buford,
Anjana Chaluka,
Shashank Talapragada,
Anup Chittakuneni,
Dylan Orion,
Aiden Connolly,
Samer Sharaf,
Sophia Janik,
Kevin Zurek,
Taylor Hesh,
Lauren Dineschak Kavka,
Pradeep Muttukuri,
Ajay Babu Mutashwami,
Roberto Mendoza,
Marina Rupp,
Erdembilek Dendev,
Marissa Samovsky,
Joey Gibbs.
Patrick Andrea,
Brendan Hassan.
Sashin Pendolia,
Joshua Eckert.
Alyssa Kozak,
Kylie Gardetto.
Allison Weir,
Lindsay Hall.
Sarah Johnson,
Ravi Patel.
Prithvi Panwala,
Adam Jackson.
David Barth,
Alex Lani.
Samir Gandhi,
Kaushik Raj Aragonda.
Aman Shramal,
Tyler Hughes.
Christian Georgiev,
Mike Rosenberg.
Ayo Adams,
Siddharth Bandapanit.
Trent Krager,
Hunter Bainey.
Jazo Moises,
Stephen Chavone.
Jacob Ferzano,
Niben Abraham Matum.
Rinkesh Pati,
Andre Fisher.
Adi Anamdar,
Ajay Are.
Balalji Asapu,
Alexis Faustin Thronu Zayden.
Mohammed Basele,
Mark Trost.
Payson Tarabi,
Lydia Miller.
Othman Fathful,
Janvi Madhireddy.
Amy Liu,
Catalina Lee.
Luka Chelich,
Chun Tang.
Mingda Yang,
Chejing Wee.
June Ha,
Ali Berry.
Brian Bajan,
Widget Dubé.
Richard Winton,
Mark Yazbek.
Gordy Lemasters,
Akshay Ridaker.
Ron G,
Kevin Khosrawani.
Kurt Rio,
Lee Kukanza.
Solomon Syriac,
Parth Patel.
Avinash Yella, Vanita Charadia,
Outstanding Leadership Award recipient Terrence Hugh.
and Yuteng Wang.
Online MBA,
Woo!
Jason Kovacs,
Karthik Ramani.
Matt Stone,
Christopher McNally.
Austin Wansker,
Rachel Feinberg.
Ashley Zachariah,
Henry Princeton.
Amr Abugaida,
Matkin McKee.
Ryan Harrison,
Matthew French.
Robin Lee,
Patrick Connors.
Zachary Scanron,
Melissa Schreier.
Stephen Lee,
Alex Pierce.
Ursha Pareshi,
Carolina Menendez.
Josh Favaloro,
Connor Kitka.
Andrew Davis,
Anna Krodowski.
Yu Wang,
Yan Zhang.
Jacqueline Chen,
Keen Kim.
Tanvir Shergir,
Shahid Rahman.
Cesar Menuve,
Andrew Dreyer.
Kumudu Morris,
Maya Dagger.
Patrick Carroll,
Parthoria.
John Lee,
Jose Sanchez.
Nikhil Imadavuthuni,
Amar Sharif Ahmad.
Jalen Evans,
Daquan Moore.
Satya Shri Mumidiva Rapu,
Ted Liu.
Global MBA,
Oof. Yeonwook Sean Jong,
Paul Merson Amartawodo,
Jong Hun Han,
Reden Tanago,
Varan Yu Jung Paput,
Nichada Wachiratet,
Nadruthai Sher Chu Tham,
Jungjin An,
Satish Kumar,
Takahiro Otsuka,
Kohei Haruta,
Cafe Shatija,
Mohan Kaushik Tupakula,
Kritapat Ketoput,
Silvana Lopez,
Hamida Al Daud,
Taufik Buriman,
2024 Global MBA Outstanding Leadership Award Napa Tamsi Risap.
Full-time MBA, Section 1.
Global Citizenship Award winner, Robin F. Baker.
Drashti Thakrar,
Nahian Nasir.
Akira Nishimura,
Hyungwoo Yoon.
Thiago Kitasawa,
Cristobal Sosa Ainadi.
Eduardo Salas,
Shivam Singh.
Madeline Hauenstein,
Sandra Lasso Alegre.
Pooja Komal Saran,
Nikunj Bimsaria.
Rachel Caravan,
Alex Vergara.
Christian Lee,
Nicholas Girardi.
Dalton Rayner,
Ryan Shriver.
Gabrielle Lafleur,
Avery Waite.
Alex Reed,
Nick Sanders.
Livia Lucena,
Rico Samson Iglesias.
Sophia Khan,
Carlos Delfino Sotelo.
Mackenzie Christine Paul,
Victoria Jenkins.
Annika Van Gilder,
Jackson Irwin.
Wei Wei,
Yuxuan Zhang.
Ning Wang,
Hagai Chumba.
Ashank Dubey,
Francesca Governali.
Christopher Meyer,
Catherine Plax.
Abina Aduniako,
Nasser Omar.
Ekem Ekba,
Christopher Bader.
Saru Shabazi,
Kai Onlof.
Sabine Liso,
Oliver Gersold.
Ali Ruckman,
Taylor Brown.
Karina Bustos,
Dhruv Karai.
Soha Kedkar,
Kashvi Tibrawal.
Sakshi Arora,
Miriam Udabe.
Rajagopal Srinivas,
Ruben Kurian.
Anirban Majumdar,
Pavel Dunaevsky.
John O'Brien Musgrave,
Dominique Chumich.
Clark Callie,
Campbell Rolig.
Taylor Whitaker,
Melanie Littinger.
Jamie Morgenstern,
Hubert Chan.
Richard Wu,
And Lasya Gulipi.
Section 2! Woo!
Nelson Olusiji Benjamin,
Miranda Wayne Beers,
Nicholas Holm,
Jenny Cessna,
Julia Greco,
Lauren Tweel,
Maria Ramos,
Kyle Robb,
Dushyant Kanduja,
Smarak Dash Batamishra,
Jean-Michael Steele,
Minsu Kim,
Shunsuke Ito,
Kai Shimazaki,
Brett Martino,
Tierth Patel,
Akul Aurora,
Archit Arya,
Archana Kandasamy,
Jinchan Huan,
Naishing Kang,
Uchao He,
Lawrence Liu,
Maya Bird Couch,
Courtney Pony,
Alexa Pete,
Christian Warner,
Zachary Nayron,
Meredith Maimoni,
Ryan Sharpstein,
Emily Smith,
Jennifer Stencil,
Rebecca Leader,
Daryl Deach,
Jason Roden,
Nick Boca,
James Howard,
Arturo Vergara,
Ashley Lemaire,
Priya Gupta,
Kelsey Angus,
Shanika Subramaniam,
Karthik Ramasubramaniam,
Arushi Mahajan,
Tiffany Lee,
Sophie Fitchett,
Jason Hertzfeld,
James David Lim,
Sarah Nelson Cohen,
John Matthew West.
Seth Olson.
Tyler Tigges.
Joe Kearney.
Brian White.
Jay Petrie.
Pakwezi Mindo.
Morinkeji Gabayo.
Oyepeju Ogun Dipe.
Rachel Bartolo.
Mirdral Agawar.
Bryant Bursiaga.
Pulkit Karnawat.
Omer Savadia.
Ram Churan.
Sebastian Sarkis.
Kanika Rana.
Sri Saim Samyuka Bandi.
Utal Antor.
Brant Gessel.
Landry Indahayo.
Benjamin Sack.
Cayo Dara Faria.
Alex Magina Trujillo.
Julieta Di Pietro.
Maria Fernanda Guerrero Piano.
Claudia Aranda Porta Carrero.
Maddie Josephine Parrish.
Alexis Marie Cooper.
Section 3. Andres de la Piedra.
Javiera Ramos Schiaffino.
Amitosh Singh.
Juan Francisco Echeverri Huguin.
Brendan Biache.
Messiah Ueno.
Colin Saunders.
Nigel Chiang.
Libby Lim.
Ria Nayak.
Robert O'Gara.
James Sorrentino.
Shrishti Segal.
Jesse Chen Huiche.
Evan Wong.
Sasha Kolokin.
Caroline Zubieta.
Adam Wydra.
Jason Marcus Barbier.
Sadia Avrin.
Cochero Tachibana.
Ashley Martinez.
Jail Dennis.
Nicholas Rojas.
Geraldo Ampudia.
Eli Forrester.
David Amarine.
Grant Ganganethi.
Tony Nikoloff.
Lauren Warrender.
Morgan Manchester.
Sydney Mark.
Julia McClellan.
Nathan Munker.
Gusharon Baines.
Ian Corey.
Cameron Pettigrew.
Taylor Wilkerson Lamont.
Amber Mullins.
Patrick Ryan.
Patrick Metcalf.
Thomas Nicholas.
Adam Chernew.
Samir Sayed.
Vivek Varman Sakinetti.
Ketan Ingle.
Sumit Rajan.
Aurelio Muzarieta.
Michelle Benedict.
Ani Srivasa.
Varun Paul.
Emma Marshall.
Bruno Nascimento.
James Jaesung Lee.
Rabani Carbanda.
Alessia Musso.
Colin McLaughlin.
Batori Kelmendi.
Jordan Hester.
Rania Alhamdi.
Skylar Smith.
Elijah Oyeinka.
Arjun Srivastav.
The Mayor Ross, Jonathan Brown.
And the boss, Latrice Williams.
Full-time MBA.
Section 4.
Barbara Lopez Santander.
Gabrielle Ruiz Herrera.
Nevin Clay.
Sid Onche.
Oren McCormick.
Daniel Cotton.
Ryan Harinya.
Benjamin Lopez.
Gus Merrill.
John Bolt.
Arpit Sharma.
Stephanie Lachaud.
Jane Radicke.
Mega Argawal.
Gia Gruitt.
Deb Roney.
Marlo Camblin.
Kira Ferris.
Jillian Brown.
Alexandra Tennant.
Emma Jabor.
Haley Sakwa.
Akbar Arsiwala.
Kavya Davaluri.
Chelsea Stokes.
Forrest Cox.
Allah Etani.
Tomoyo Matsui.
Karan Jamai Green.
Eric Brown.
Drew Lanigan.
Alyssa Siapala.
Kareem Halaba.
Ashley Grossman.
Sarah Ford.
Kyle Vieira Rodriguez.
Arjun Ananda Padmanabhan. Slow down, section 4.
Aman Beatty.
Alexander Dawson.
Isabella Okano.
Christopher Dick.
Jordan Black.
Aprajithan Rajagopalan Srilutha.
Joaquin Arnaiz.
Francisca Crimian.
Rahul Nayak.
Shiling Jong.
Rasul Takayev.
Siddharth Shankar Singh.
Gabrielle Lowe.
Lisa Chung.
Yuki Liu.
Nikita Patil.
Juhu Lee.
Taylor Joyner.
Asim Patnaik.
Gargi Gupta, welcome.
Prudvi Sairam Patlori.
Rajat Kaura.
Raveen Rajesh Chatrapati.
Alexander Mountford.
Gregory Connery.
Sumit Modi.
Benjamin Kramer.
Esteban A. Guzman Osario.
Cheryl Lee.
Luciana Otarola.
Chloe Bali.
Nauyuki Maru.
Pavan Kitagali.
Jennifer Ugeoke. Agachukwu Okoye.
Adam Brewster.
Full-time MBA.
Section 5. Chi Trong.
Jorge Arturo Coria Rodriguez.
Takoaki Obayashi.
Miriam Alexandra Gallardo Peralta.
Onyinye Chi Opoyechi.
Carolina Alejandra de la Cerda Mena.
Shivani Jagarlamudi.
Rachel Sela Wortman.
Manisha Mondal.
Ying Lee.
Carly Pizer.
Alexandra Perez Garcia.
Abby Terhar.
Shubham Goyal.
Miriam Koblianzi.
Brendan Merriman.
Vaibhav Mittal.
Rohan Narung.
Shobit Shekhar.
Sanya Pritanjali.
Alex Klopp.
Bako Muratov.
Patrick McKenzie.
Corey Bain.
Christian Beckler.
Josh Mossman.
Pooja Verma.
Christy Von Push.
Caroline Rourke.
Mike Sheehan.
Liam Sullivan.
Mark Stang.
Ryan Ronick.
Yush Kaiwar.
Bobby Rainitz.
Robert Denziger.
Stephen Johnston.
Alex Fitch.
Michael Oakes.
Zach Pierce.
Matt Freeland.
Cameron Kaminsky.
Stanley Umura.
Jaesuk Low.
Chandler Black.
Aaron Cohen.
Aiko Weda.
Emily Gaudiani.
Taylor Stenson.
Christina Shabbat.
Sia Chandra Suresh Karki.
Sachin Iyer.
Amartya Sensarma.
Raz Matas.
Alhan Cameron Fakar.
Caroline Rezor.
Supriya Kesavan.
Jaya Gautam.
Minoli Shah.
Amulya Badrevu.
Rashika Ramareddy.
Rachel White.
Joshua Ferguson.
Nate Fox Drew.
Dominique Downs.
Nicole Corona.
Charlie Reichel.
Zach Horowitz.
Mark Tassilo Voges.
Bruno Regatieri.
Singa Yua Piachart.
Your MBA Council President, Denny Lai.
Frank S. Moran Distinguished Leadership Award winner, Andrea Gutierrez Marty.
Masters of Accounting.
Rachel Gunder.
Cameron Miller.
Libby Schrank.
Lauren Greshik.
Grace Balch.
Presley Snyder,
Joe Cottrell,
Grant Otten,
Riley Balcone,
Claire Heritage,
Emily Johnson,
Jill Vakil,
Duthie Venema,
Jackson Rogers,
Gracie Silver,
Daniela Sultani,
Irish Joe,
Yan Pan,
Ben Demafal,
Sam Saliba,
Soren Falloon,
Paulo Brito,
Sabrina Guan,
Jie Shen,
Yue Lui,
Helga Zhang,
Haixin Wu,
Luoshi Mo,
Dinkeng Ying,
Tadel Zuo,
Jaiwei Li,
Siyuan Li,
Quoth Yang,
Beryl Hu,
Suiwan Sui,
Brock Atkins,
JP Johnston,
Jake Doyle,
Jake Randall,
Jack Jacobson,
Han Lin,
Jeff Fong,
Gordon Yan,
Claire Lee,
Roy Bai,
Hantian Chen,
Augusta Guo,
Kevin Silatonga,
Zi Yi,
Chuyun Liao,
Alyssa Huifeng,
Jialin Zheng,
Yushen Wing,
Jingyu Sun,
Yufei Zhu,
Wei Kwang,
Yushen Li,
Yiling Zhang,
Haiyang Zi,
Jinhui Liu,
Daniel Ru,
Chu Han Suen,
Yan He,
James Pan,
Li Xuan Su,
Megan DeSmet,
Masters of Accounting Outstanding Leadership Award winner Mason Mark Scores.
Master of Business Analytics. Outstanding Leadership Awardee William Yu.
Yusuf Altamimi.
Jeremiah Jackson.
Blake Waldman.
Anson Lee.
Vivi Nguyen Santa Maria.
Trent Hughes.
Aaron Zhao.
Colin Cho.
Sona Singh Kaushal.
Tyler Phillips.
Koi Gang Zen.
Tyler James Phillips. Yibo Wen.
Ji Wang.
John Florence.
Cody Campbell.
Michael Zapp.
Juliet Nebelski.
Catherine Vischer.
Melissa Wolf.
Grace Coleman.
Aubrey Fitz.
Arneet Singh.
Pooja Modwell.
Lauren Brown.
Sierra Brooks.
Nikila Belusu.
Zachary Gooding.
Matthew Weintraub.
Griffin Hockenberry.
Charlie Tooley.
Jingyi Wang.
Xinyan Dai.
Maria Vieira Fuentes.
Michelle Zhu.
Ryan Berger.
Adam Zhang.
Manav Adwani.
Ruchi Palod.
Tushar Mittal.
Nisar Javeri.
Fuad Shadid.
Shuixian Li.
Jolene Chung.
Yinyuo Ku.
Remington Fisher.
Austin Hardy.
Master of Management.
Raina Brother.
Daryl Williams.
Georgia Solitaria Myers.
Abigail Ashcraft.
Sydney Enberg.
Elizabeth McNally.
Catherine O'Leary.
Tass Davis.
Elizabeth Sommerfeld.
Ethan Laporte.
Suella Sefa.
Swara Ramaswamy.
Sumra Abasi.
Noor Masalati.
Sybil Yilmaz,
Kayla Rowell,
Rosalie Comte,
Corinne Ferrisjean,
Daniel Jablon,
Diproy Pratoy,
Stephen Ross Becker,
Mitchell Labe,
Jack Mindell,
Alex Cohen,
Joseph Gordon,
Tessa Holtz,
McKaylee Marr,
Lauren Haller,
Alex Brown,
Anna Ross,
Sarah Stepanov,
Casey Cummings,
Grace Harbaugh,
Lennon Gelbsman,
Ruby Merton,
Esteban Quinones,
Lauren Bacall,
Eric Jung,
Xinyi Wong,
Hannah Longenbach,
Cameron Betts,
Rayhon Rana,
Adit Podgaukar,
Saad Malik,
Andrew Duquette,
Hannah Herr,
Lawrence Bitzer,
Bridget Kerwin,
Chloe Brash,
Lexi Wagstaff,
Jessica Faith Kardish,
Claire Sahidak,
Samuel Mackey,
Matthew Percival,
William Sujek,
Vessa Sagedew,
Rebecca Hopkins,
Madeline Marland,
Crystal Huang,
Annika Dresma,
Logan Youngs,
Katie Tong,
Tina Zhu,
Mason Shavsky,
Christian Mulville,
Lucas Tomasello,
Alex Jund,
Jordan Hinckley,
Dylan Burford,
Bridget Haley,
Vanessa Straub,
Spurti Nagaraj,
Isabella Haldy,
Sanjana Vutukuri,
Zachary Chase,
Amelia Maxner,
Catherine Huther,
Jacqueline Cho,
Dominic Blanco,
Brooks Moore,
Emerson Aselta,
Nick Foster,
Christian Pulselli,
Austin Karnick,
Jake Samuel,
Brandon Albedri,
Alan Chetkovich,
Dalilof Chesson,
Nicole Sai,
Sydney Saylor,
Andrea Herman,
Cole Carrier,
Peyton Witt,
Lucy Hogan,
Trevor Nelson,
Jack Hansen,
John Torruella,
Nathaniel Edwards,
Tom Brady,
Joshua Luther,
Emily Paltrinieri,
Jennifer Reeves,
Ni Chen,
Annie Yan,
Evelyn Men,
India Zhang,
Rachel Zhou,
Tianjan Huang,
Yu Liu,
Chi Meng Wang,
Junming Chen,
Jay Wu Yim,
Rowan Griffiths,
Sophia Rallis,
Nadia Khan,
Alyssa Terry,
James Zhang,
Donna Alzohaley,
Sarim Sheikh,
Christopher Wong,
Junaid Raza,
Abraham Hamadi,
Taiba Chowdhury,
Rainsy Wong,
Gabrielle Burns,
Dylan Kaufman,
Shweta Suri,
Master of Supply Chain Management. Outstanding Student Leader Award winner Marlene Adarete Romo.
子宾石
Jason Liu,
Jared Lee Falker,
Griffin Riley,
Caitlin Dusenberry,
Scott Howard,
Panatip Chimrak, Daniel Young,
Dylan Johnson,
Estefania Taquanhui Lopez,
Sarab Tuwani,
Lin Jinjie,
Rakshay Agarwal,
Joshua Geller, Kenzie Zhang, 李文竹、韩丹薛、汉廷英、芷凌晨 Wait, do you want to do that?
Chi Chi Duan,
运华宫、惠子章、
Yu Chen Cheng,
嘉露竹、
Yu Yang Maggie Feng,
Michelle 易轩林、林杰胡、春乃chi、Ko Chip Ing、纪茂林、子明路、
Zizu, Richard Chu, Gabriel Andres Correa,
Simon Hinawi. Wait, sorry.
Cheng Wang Zheng,
滕月流、永哲毛、
Shubham Padgavar, Apurva Chaubal,
Karishma Lunawat,
Rujal Lanu,
Thanay Sangi,
Yash Trivedi,
Bala Anuarg, Mani Vikram Durairaj Ayersami,
Venkat Ramesh,
Utkarsh Parashar,
Manish Papa,
Sachet Chala,
Vanila Varma,
Ashurya Ande, Priya Garg, oh my god, Xu Rui Lu,
Jiade Zhu,
程哲瀚、小禅和、宇威里、
Nikhil Batra,
Hardik Sharma,
Taha Shakat Ali,
Aditi Sanjakumar, Yu Gu,
Stanley Wang,
Caitlin Rose Payne,
Sam Liu,
Bachelors of Business Administration. BBA Frank S. Moran Leadership Award winner Nicole Lopez.
BBA Global Citizenship Award winner Nasaiba Siddiqui.
Jeffrey Ma.
Kat Giovo.
Lydia Giroux.
Valena Halberg.
Madeline Simon.
Isabel Sawicki.
Alexis Lauer.
Neil Maskaremhas.
Anupama Yatukuri.
Lasya Monta.
Kate Lucken.
Maxim Wolgerg.
Brett Wolf.
Sideta Rizvi.
Tegan Jansen.
Emma Grace.
Maureen McDougall.
Charlie Wiseman.
Nathan Holcomb.
Vishnu Srinivas.
Ella Marie Goulet.
Kalel Mullings.
Simon Shea.
Alex Zhang.
Paige Madsen.
Nova Wyrobic.
Peter Tang.
Ronit Gagneja.
Brandon Way.
Colin Wang.
Gavin Roach.
Alvin Chang.
Alexis Camarera Torres.
Siddharth Kaul.
Bradley Dimmick.
Jack Wiley.
Connor McCollum.
Grant Fish.
Trevor French.
Ethan Blind. Right.
Tharu Velapan.
Ashka Patel.
Apurva Gotham.
Jackson Haw.
Andrea Wang.
Jordan Mendoza.
Courtney Fox.
Bridget Spilkin.
Dennis Hittai.
Ali Chahara.
Jacob Siebold.
George Fain.
Carter Koje.
Lauren Rookard.
Emily Caruso Schatz.
Shrey Agarwal.
Daniel Zhang.
Suchin Kurapati.
Soham Shah.
Nikhil Somahi.
Sid Lukani.
Annie Zhang.
Xander Yanni,
Sonali Ramchandani,
Scott Nasser,
Rita Evelyn Brooks,
Aaron Riley Davis,
Brandon Persad,
Christian Knuckles,
Arthur Staroska,
Michael Strauss,
Kyle Cohen,
Sohail Patel,
Dylan Brower,
Benjamin Recht,
Megan Cahill,
Corinne Hinson,
Savun Canaria,
Andrew Rainey,
George Paul,
Catherine Hope Darrow,
Anjali Vemuri,
Barak Adata,
Bryn Zamik,
Elizabeth Erickson,
Nicole Inza,
Yasmin Zeta,
Rebecca Gibson,
Kelly McCafferty,
Nathan Lewis,
Clayton Rieger,
Bryce Gamage,
Riyad Saf,
Lillian Zabeb,
Victoria Kovac,
Logan Burrows,
Henry Applegate,
Taylon Nichols,
Leanna Lau,
Caroline Millen,
Morgan Mathis,
Stephanie Schwartz,
Rebecca Rubin,
Daisy Zhang,
Samantha Lee,
Andy Feng,
Lucas Komen,
Ethan Elsaden,
Danica Swako Mercado,
Mark Gregory Plunkett II,
Kaya Patel,
Shreya Chawla,
Kashish Agarwal,
Nicholas Ayan,
Noah Salani,
Nirav Patel,
Michael Vinsel,
Saiguan Sentakumar,
Tejas Gumadavalli,
Nile Mistry,
Rishi Apalanani,
Srivas Ramakrishnan,
Sid Jagtap,
Alexandra Luce,
Ethan Lee,
Mason Petrie,
Spencer Nidabak,
Denise Rodriguez,
Annabella Kupchik,
Grace Aratakis,
William Rokio,
Fyodor Yaldu,
Kevin Fan,
Tiffany Lee,
Andrew Aju,
Talia Goldstein,
Pavani Penathor,
George Kolarchik,
Christian Wixel,
Evelyn Crum,
Isha Khanna,
Grace Schaefer,
Sophia Papadopoulos,
Reem Hassan,
Lillian Foki,
Ayushi Upal,
Margaret Cooper,
Elena Nomikas,
Jamie Fuchs,
Gabrielle Weigats,
Flavia Cruz,
Stephanie Merheb,
Amin Hawk,
Roman Roan,
Sydney Randolph,
Michael Albano,
Deanna Hernandez,
Samuel Whiteshire,
Ashley Chu,
Singway Sage Pie,
Kenny Tien,
Isabel Loduca,
Tanvi Doshi,
Isha Mendoza,
Amanda Yep,
Annika Kulaji,
Megan Frankel,
Juliana Schumid,
Isabella Aloya,
Brooke Goldman,
Aria Oleshansky,
Sophia Benenson,
Camila Perez, Eli Gonzalez,
Joshua Dolman,
Benjamin Summers,
Robbie Weingarten,
Benjamin Mark,
Abe Ritmatsky,
Jason Cote,
Andy Riesel,
Alexandra Vogel,
Anna Sands,
Alexis Kalina,
Samantha Rabin,
Sophia Korn,
George Wycamp,
Kalaya Rotskin,
Arvi Shaw,
Bobby Scott,
Ava Smith.
Tylynn Portfield.
Zaria Bridges.
Victoria Fundell.
Shriti Ro Chaudhary.
Madison Paige Timrek.
Dylan Berlin.
Catherine Rose Andrew.
Jacob Schwartz.
Gaspar Mosquet.
Sidith Joshi.
Hunter Barr.
Pooja Kohli.
Pira Patel.
Chloe Valentino.
Niket Shurel.
Audrey Zhu.
Stephen Huang.
Olivia Chen.
Julia Yarzovsky.
Haley Murray.
Yoel Gebre Marel.
Brendan Hay.
My son Steer.
Ashley Song.
Alyssa Zong.
Fika Alam.
Jay Riven.
Samuel Ehrlich.
Leo Zomstein.
Ren Thorne.
Ashan Abram.
Rebecca Franklin.
Arta Palashi.
Kimberly Lorenzo.
Paige Cushman.
Catherine Arden.
Jake Mara.
Devin Hose.
Shruti Sunil Kumar.
Michael Strauss.
Ranjal Agarwal.
Nikita Kamut.
Devral Agrawal.
Zachary Solomon.
Erica Hill.
Julia Verklin.
Juliette Beals.
Natalie Conger Bell.
Drew Collins.
Madeline Melia.
Thomas Quach.
Tejas Renguswamy.
Jessica Hirschman.
Nicole Dweck.
Jake Rosenberg.
Benjamin Reagan Shefsky.
Jordan Ekel Holtz.
Sam Wittenberg.
Meredith Tipping.
Tyler Vandusen.
Aaron Burke.
Allison Wyna.
Grant Center.
Kurt Alva Steffer.
Rashil Kulon Yan.
Gabriel Hassan.
Trevor Wallace.
Brendan Shoodware.
Luke Bernard.
Isaac Lippert.
Nathan Rich Tarsick.
Cooper Schrag.
Dominic Sahar Fa.
John Cook.
I got this one. Cameron Tagavi.
Tyler Mann.
Chase Peterson.
Jeremy Rothman.
August Erdman.
Daniel Liu.
Bethany Singer.
Anjali Francis.
Yuna Takashi.
Ashley Winger.
Jacqueline Ewan.
Jake Couragean.
Charles Schutze.
John Damer.
Madeline Kulago.
Jacob Michael Herman.
Ishan Saha.
Aiden Kunanton.
Nick Sella.
Dante Mastropierto.
Hayden Scott.
Kuskal Sujiv.
Arjun Singhan Sharwal.
Paulo Zepadjon.
Senna Kadalra.
Salvador Galvin Jr.
Thanks. Cameron Turner.
Mark Hayes.
Owen Cooley.
Jonathan Marrara.
Sachin Advani.
Cole Jones. Ane Lada.
Rohit Bulam Pali.
Saket Kulkarni.
Edward Cromwell.
Pari Patel.
Julia Winter.
Shub Bargov.
Muhin Vihas.
Sahaj Patel.
To me, thank you. Rajiv Purni.
Daniel Ross.
Thank you. Aiden Berthoff.
John Mainsfield.
Thanks. Connor McCormick.
Jonathan Slack.
Thanks. Brandon Mohut.
Ismail Bazi.
Thank you. Husseini Zalaru.
Adrian Kozakov. Joseph Huckstein. Stephen Fortney.
William Patagonia.
Mei Zhang.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Audrey Sophia Inez Thedford.
Avery Kendall Tuzi Mehen.
Connor Moon.
Sydney Canty.
Izzy Lee.
Carrie Saganer.
Abby Kempf.
Grace Maloney.
Uthura Gandhi.
Neha Subramaniam.
Sarah Jaburi.
Natalia Brazawiski.
Kuran Aurora.
Caroline Williamson.
Genesis Grant.
Adam Chong.
Eugene So.
Derek Zhang.
Meredith Clemens.
Jacob Bunlean.
Christopher Alex Papp.
Noah Bean.
Michaela Harvey.
Olivia Haybart.
Megan New.
Matthew Harrison.
Matthew Hibner.
Jake Thaw.
Sweta Susarla.
Sarah Hang.
Jocelyn Zhang.
Michelle Zhao.
Desiree Liu.
Rachel Dang.
Jennifer Wan.
Harry Puadla.
Shrey Devulapalli.
Uberam Tatali.
Ethan Wood.
Brandon Novaro.
Benjamin Stern.
Gianluca Miniti.
Stephen Daly.
Akshay Kotha.
Humza Hussein.
Srikar Komandari.
Daniel John Schultz.
Charvik Vashinav.
Bowie Lowe.
Amber Yaldu.
John Grossman.
Ethan Goldstein.
Joshua Glynn.
Samuel Gonzalez.
Quinton Martin.
Husan Kapasi.
Neil Soni.
Siddhant Soni.
Felipe Zapata.
Emma Chen.
Alinda Lee.
Corey Joe.
Shilin Gao.
Maxwell Warden.
Anthony Scotto.
Damian Goodman.
Tadeo Messenger.
Miles Hart.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Carlson.
Jack Farfel.
Chadley Robards.
Allison Weinberg.
Marcel Wong.
Elisa Simon.
Alex Korb.
Thomas Hendricks.
William Bowman.
Ahan Pala.
Matthew Barubi.
Dylan Russell.
Devin Egbote.
Caden Rubishko.
Kristen Grassen.
Joseph Freelander.
Benjamin Tiobi.
Matthew Levy.
Daniel Maskin.
Ian Starren.
Nicholas Winner.
Matthew Nichols.
Nate Ramsris.
Brandon Bihar.
Jonathan Raju.
Cameron Karam.
Matt Mersone.
Drew Wynn.
Brady McCarran.
Ethan Chung Ortiz.
Benjamin Simon.
Jude Kim.
Olivia Roncaslia.
Nerve Triputhi.
Josh Freeman.
Robert Housel.
Max Waltz.
Arnav Gupta.
Ethan Abraham.
Matthew Goodman.
Max Steiger.
Ari Sontag.
Matthew Connolly.
Justin Flax.
Nikhil Dayal.
Evan Grezens.
Mattel Meisler.
Claire Strimling.
Amanda Cohen.
Andrew Shin.
George Landsberg.
Alfred Martinez.
Patrick Hopper.
Mitchell Reinitz.
Lucy Van Lu Pui.
Miriam Majid.
Nivudita Nagarajan.
Kiara Scott.
Suma Mulavisala.
Trinity Brown.
Faith Richardson.
Olivia Andrews.
Gwen Brown.
Madison Kelly.
Samantha Brown.
Geneva Smith.
Marina Sun.
Connor Serzant.
Colin Flanders.
Zach Goldstein.
Griffin Frankel.
Aiden Dove.
Millen Macha.
Nicholas Grossi.
Nolan Sherwood.
Aiden Kyler.
Mark Jordy Rebus.
David Bear Samuel Hermelin.
Carly Scutch.
Riley Brooks.
Bella Wachi.
Thank you. Carly Torres.
Giovanna Crete.
Karina Mora.
Paige Lystra.
Laura Matigis.
Alice Gabidulin.
Hayden Greenstein.
Isabel Allard.
Jeannie Chung.
Ella Van Kempen.
Angela Scheckman.
Courtney Conrad.
Matthew Jump.
Bradley Trecha.
Jacob Blumenstein.
Arun Ganga.
Henry O.
Christopher Liu.
Nicholas Ziebert.
Jacob Caffrey.
Jackson Clark.
Spencer Wynn.
Cassandra Macriana.
Nathan Witt.
Akash Menon.
Varun Sinha.
Jack Frediani.
Sophia Zurelli.
Rachel Pollock.
Maggie Fitzpatrick.
Olivia Crum.
Shanik Bugat.
Anurith Bajwa.
Angela Sahongnili.
Janta Golapini.
Vija Rudaraju.
Matthew Hawk.
Vishnu Jasim.
Sanyi Chitari.
Surina Patel.
Muvina Butaipa.
Unditi Jain.
Kashika Chabra.
Amulia Veaga.
Sneha Sundar.
Inshita Kode.
Kelly Goodwin.
Brandon Alati.
Callan Glick.
Jillian Dumont.
Nikhil Krishnan.
Cole Marshall.
Sam Bernstein.
Ishan Goyul.
Annabelle Burke.
Madeline Burns.
Shaylee Marcano.
Josie Gooch.
Christopher Davenport.
Abdullah Umar.
Kabin Satyadev.
Neha Agumadidi.
Vicky Lynn.
Eugene Park.
Jessica Goldberg.
April Minch.
Henry Sheldon.
Matthew Borsfield.
Kaylee Hightower.
Suvan Manli.
Caroline Sokol.
Amanda Shack.
Kei-Ying Yi.
Brianna Allen.
Michael Lim.
Brody Drake.
Tommy Shagunos.
Jacob Munn.
Sophie Park.
Phoebe Spar.
Brooke Forte.
Brandon Burgess.
Abdulrahman Uteiya.
Roshan Vudara.
Raymond Chen.
Joanna Zara.
Michael Hancock.
Coley Ritterbush.
Manal Shaikh.
Un Ning. Nathan Rosenberg.
Christian Sims.
Minyara Willingham.
Tanmay Aurora.
Divya Suresh.
Lauren Brusker.
Grace Shushard. Lauren King. Lindsay Walter.
Manshita Inapuri.
Chirag Kumar.
Brian Sinawiak.
David Watkinson.
Amanda Timmis.
Courtney MD. Gabriela Hernandez.
Ishtiaq Shahan.
Juliana Vesali. Leon Shia Maxon.
And last but not least, BBA Council Class President, Ruben David Garcia.
To all of our graduates, on behalf of the entire Michigan Ross community, congratulations, you did it! It is my great privilege to be the first to officially call you alumni of the Ross School of Business. You are now part of our esteemed network of more than 56,000 Ross graduates and 645,000 University of Michigan graduates living in 179 countries around the globe. And to honor you, I would like to invite some special guests into the arena.
Let's go Blue! Let's go Blue! Let's go Blue! Let's go Blue!
And that's my cue. And finally, to close out our ceremony today, I'd invite everyone to stand, and I'm inviting Alexander, Jessica, and Jonathan to the podium to lead us in singing Hail to the Victors.